Hi, good afternoon, class. So, can we look at the board today and see what do we think today's lesson is going to be about? Can we try and sound this word out? It's a new word that we're learning today. So we know that A makes the sound ah. So this word is going to be Arctic. So today we're going to be learning about the Arctic region and animals that we can find in the Arctic. So let's first look at our smart board and we're going to look and see where is the Arctic? Where do we think it is? So on our smart board we can see the Arctic Ocean. So when we talk about the Arctic, we're talking about this region right here with the Arctic Ocean, Greenland, and a couple of other islands. Okay, so we're going to start off with a song. Okay, you guys know I'm not the best singer, so I need some help. So it's going to say, polar bears have fur that's white, fur that's white, fur that's white. Polar bears have fur that's white. It helps them hide from sight. All right, good job, class. So we know that sounds a lot like Mary Had a Little Lamb, but we're talking about polar bears. So that's going to be one of the animals that we're talking about today, polar bears. All right, so talking about the Arctic, I want to show you guys a picture on the smart board, and you tell me, what do you think the weather is like? Okay, because we're learning about weather recently, so you should be able to look at the picture and tell me about the weather in the Arctic region. So here is a picture of what a typical day looks like in the Arctic region. So can someone stand up and tell me, what do you think this weather is? What do you think the weather is in the Arctic? Okay, Sammy, stand up. Okay, so you said there's ice, so it's icy. Good job. So what does it usually feel like when it's icy? Okay, let's give someone else a turn. Okay, Bobby. Okay, so you think it's going to be cold. Good job. So we're saying it's icy and it's cold. So we just had a lesson about weather. So now I need you to tell me, when it's icy and it's cold, what do you think people should be wearing in the Arctic region? Should they be wearing shorts? Should they be wearing sandals? Let's see. Let's find out what we think they should be wearing. Okay, Tamara. You said a big coat. A nice big coat. What about on their feet? What would they be wearing on their feet in the Arctic region? Okay, good. Some nice warm boots. Good job. So we said it's gonna be cold and icy, so they're gonna wear boots, a warm jacket, maybe a hat. What else? What would they wear in their hands? Can anyone tell me what they would wear in their hands in the Arctic region? Good. Nice job. Next time, raise your hand, but good job. They're going to be wearing gloves. All right, so that's what they're going to be wearing in the Arctic region. So let's look at one of the animals we're going to be discussing today on our smart board. Can anyone tell me what animal this is? Okay. Can anyone stand up and tell me about this animal? Okay, nice job, class. This is a polar bear. So let's write polar bear on our board. Now, first I want you to tell me, polar bear. What letter does polar start with? Good, P, because P makes the sound pop. So polar bear is we're gonna spell polar bear Polar. And what about bear? Bear. What letter does bear start with? B. Nice job. So bear is going to be B-E-A-R. Nice job. So looking at this picture of the polar bear, I want you to tell me a couple things that you notice from looking at this picture. Good. He's big. He's big. And what about his color? What color is he? So we have he's big. Tell me one other thing. Looking at the color of the polar bear. Good. We have that he is white. Nice job. So you notice that he's big and he's white. So one of the reasons why he's so big is because he has a layer of fat and it's called blubber. Okay? And that's going to be, he also has fur. So why do you think a polar bear would have fur? What do you think the fur would be used for? Good. It's going to keep him nice and warm since it's so cold in the Arctic region. So that's why the polar bear is so big. He has to have all of these extra layers So the layers we would put on would be that coat that we spoke about. So the polar bear has his own layers. It's called blubber, and it's called that white fur. Now remember in the song it said he has white fur and it helps him hide from sight. So the polar bear is going to use his white fur to blend in with his surroundings. Okay, now I want you to tell me, what do you think animals need to survive? And people, we need to survive too. What do we do every day? Okay, we drink. What else do we do to get energy? Good, we eat. So polar bears and a lot of animals in the Arctic do something that we call hibernate. So let's go on our board and let's write hibernate. Can anyone tell me what letter hibernate starts with? Huh, huh, huh. Hibernate? Huh. What letter makes the sound huh? Good. That's a nice job, class. That's the letter H. Hibernate. Nice job. Hibernate spells hibernate. Now, polar bears and other animals hibernate in the winter because there's not as much food because it's so cold. So that means that they sleep for long periods of time while their food supply goes down. While there isn't a lot of food around, polar bears hibernate. So they sleep because there isn't as much food. So they want to conserve their energy. Okay? So that's what hibernate is. So now let's learn a couple of other things about polar bears. Polar bears spend most of their time at sea. So at sea, what is there in the sea? Is there water? Good, there's water in the sea. So what do you think a polar bear can do? If he's in the water most of the time, what do you think he's doing? You think he's standing around? Or do we think he's swimming? Good, so we know that the polar bear can swim. Nice job. Okay, so first, before we go into our project, I want someone to stand up and tell me 2 things about a polar bear. Can anyone tell me? Okay, Tommy, sure, you can give me 1 thing. Good, it's white. Good, and I'm going to ask you a question. What does he use his fur for? What does the polar bear use its fur for? Good, to stay warm. 1 more thing. Who can tell me about hibernate? Can someone tell me about hibernate? Good, nice job, Tammy. They hibernate because there's not as much food. Nice job. So we're going to go to our tables. You have your materials, and we're going to do a craft project today for polar bears. So you have your paper plates, and you have your cotton balls and your wiggly eyes, and you're going to make polar bears. Okay, class, nice job making polar bears. So now we're going to go and we're going to do our multicultural words for the day. So today we're going to be translating some words into Spanish. So the 2 words that we chose is cold, because we know that the Arctic region is very cold. All right. So cold in Spanish is frío. That's F-R-I-O. Can everyone say frío with me? Frío. Nice job. And frío is cold in what language? Good. Nice job. In Spanish. So we're going to put that on our multicultural board for later, because we know every week we try to learn new words in a different language. So the next word we're going to be translating is going to be Arctic. So Arctic in Spanish is going to be Artico. Can everyone say Artico with me? Artico. Nice job. So this is another word that's going to be on our multicultural board. Nice job, class. So now what we're going to do is we're going to read In Arctic Water by Laura Crawford. So we're going to learn about the polar bears. We're going to learn about the Arctic region. And we're also going to be learning about some other animals that are in the Arctic, like reindeers and walruses. Okay, class. Nice job. Thanks so much for staying along. And I'll see you after lunch.